Do you prefer to study at home or at a public place such as a library?
Yeah, I really into studying at the library because in library is quite it is fairly quiet and there are a lot of students like me studied. So yeah, I have a feeling that I want to study.
Yes.
So do you prefer to take public transport or use your own vehicle?
Now I prefer to take public transport, just simply because I don't have my own vehicle.
Yeah, interesting.
Do you prefer to live by yourself or with roommates?
Yeah, I prefer to live with my roommates because when I live with my roommates, it will be more fun and they will help me if I have any problem.
Okay.
Yes. Do you prefer warm or cold weather?
I prefer warm weather because in the summer I can do many activities like I can swim, I can play sports and run something else.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Do you prefer to talk on the phone or chat online?
Yeah, I like to chat online because if I talk on the phone, it cost me a lot of money and sometimes the connection is not good, so my partner won't hurt me clearly.
Okay.
So, do you prefer to go to the cinema or watch movies at home?
I prefer to go to the cinema because when I go to the cinema, I always go with my friends, so we um, share the films. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, do you prefer to send emails or write letters?
Yeah, with me, I like to send emails because it is the fastest way to send my message. If I write letters, maybe 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 my partner can receive the letters after maybe uh,
A week.
even a week.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's so slow.
Yes.
Yeah. So would you rather live in a apartment or in a house?
Mm, I would rather live in a house because now when I live in a house that private and that's my own house, so I can do whatever in that house I want, and no one can involved in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, do you prefer to travel by yourself or with a guide tour?
Yeah, if I have a choice, I will choose travel with a guide tour because with a tour guide, yeah, he will give me a lot of information about the destination that I visit.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe it will be it will saver when you travel with another guys. I think if you travel alone, it will be so quite dangerous.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, do you prefer to work or to study?
Mm. Honestly, I prefer to work because when I work, I can earn my money, so I can pay for whatever I want. Yeah. Do you prefer to work at home or work in an office?
Yeah, I really like to work in an office because in office we have discipline. We will follow the rules, and yeah, I will work. My work will be more efficient.
Yes.
So, what what do you usually do when it rains?
It rains. Mm. I extremely hate rains. So when it rains, I wanna sleep or listen to music.
Yeah.
Not much. Uh, what do you often do when the weather is nice outside?
Yeah, I think it depends on the day. If it is a week of the day, then I have to go to school. Then nothing different. But if it is a weekend, yeah, I really like to go outside and play sports, such as play football with my classmates or even my friends in my neighbor.
Oh,
Yeah. So what do you usually do when you are waiting for someone?
when I wait, when I'm waiting for someone, um, I just usually surf my Facebook or listen to uh, some English songs, music. That's it. Uh, what do you usually do when you are sick?
Yeah, I rarely got sick, but if I'm illness, it is severe. So maybe because I'm too tired, so I cannot do anything. Maybe I will lie on the bed for a whole day, yeah, until I get better.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you usually do when you visit your hometown?
Mm. I I don't usually visit my hometown, so I miss my family. When I visit my hometown, I want uh, visit my aunt and uncles and talk to them, mm, and hang out with my friends if they are if they are in my hometown too. What do you do when the internet is not working?
Yeah, if the internet is not working, I think it is a tragedy with me because everything I do required internet. So with the internet, I can do nothing. But sometimes my connection in my room is not good. So I usually read book, my favorite book, yeah, until the internet is appear again.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you do to relieve stress?
Mm. I usually get stressed. So when uh, when I got stressed, I usually listen to music or mm, hang out with my friends. Walk around make me feel better. Okay. So, what do you dislike about the rain?
The thing that I dislike about the rain is the first, when it rains, it is so wet and the ground is dirt and it is so slippery. It is easy to be fell. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you dislike about eating in the restaurants?
Okay. The first thing I don't like in the restaurant is that cost me a lot of money. I'm a student, so I don't have so many monies to expense on this. Um, what do you dislike about student life?
Yeah, so maybe the thing that is like about student lives. The first is I have to take care of myself, and the second is that maybe some subjects in university they are so difficult, so it is so hard for me to pass all the subjects. Mm. What do you dislike about your city?
Okay. In the city, I there are so many things I don't like uh, dirty air, the traffic, uh, jam traffic, and uh, there's so many people around me. That make me don't feel comfortable. What do you dislike most about your school?
Yeah, so as I have said before, maybe some subjects in my school they are so hard, and besides, I think my teachers they maybe compared to high schools, my teachers is they have passion, they are passionate to students, but in universities sometimes teachers they are maybe ignored the students, and it is the thing that I dislike about university. Yeah. Is there anything you dislike about playing sports?
Mm. When I was playing sports, uh, that sport nói cái gì đó. Mm. When I'm playing sports, um, I smell after I play sports. I smell disgusting, and I feel tired after play sports. What do you dislike about singing?
Maybe my voice is so short. I cannot sing well, so maybe singing is not my favorite activity. Okay, so how often do you go out for dinner?
No, for dinner. I go out for dinner every day. How often do you go to the cinema?
Yeah, maybe I never go to the cinema because if I want to see any movies, yeah, I often stay in home and watch them through internet on laptop. Maybe it is quite cheap and more comfortable and privacy. And how often do you watch TV?
Mm. Recently, I never watch TV because simply I don't have any TV to watch. How often does it rain in your city?
Um, Maybe is we have a rain season in my city. Yeah, maybe the climate is quite wet, so I think maybe we have 3 months in summer. It is usually it is rainy.
Mm.
Yeah. So how often do you do exercises?
I do exercises every day. I do exercise at 5 p.m. every day. How often do you encounter traffic congestion in your city? How often do you get a haircut?
Uh, I I get haircut maybe the one 2 2 month um, maybe one time for 2 months because I don't care about my maybe I don't care about my appearance so much. So whenever I think when I saw in the mirror I
Your hands up.
I think yeah, of course handsome, and and maybe my hair is so long, so I decided to go to the bachelor to cut my hair. Yeah.
Okay.
So how often do you interact with children?
I don't know. Mm, uh, Here in this city, I don't ever interact with children. The last time I interact with children is in my hometown when I interact with my um, younger brother.
Yeah.
How often do you go out of town?
Yeah. I rarely go out of my town because I don't have many chances to go outside. Yeah, the the farthest destination that I have ever gone is the center of my city, because I have to learn at university. So yeah, I have to go. I have to stay away from my family.
Mhm.
Mm. What do you dislike most about your job?
My job, I didn't even get a job, so I don't know. What is your favorite type of weather?
Yeah, maybe I super into cold weather, because in the winter, I think the climate is more comfortable than in the summer.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I really like eating ice cream. So yeah, I have interesting experience when I eat ice cream in the winter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Um, what is your favorite place to hang out?
I often hang out with my friend to Hoàn Kim Lake or West Lake, maybe some place else. I don't know. What do you like most about your hometown?
Yeah, maybe the uh, the thing that I like my in that I like most in my hometown is the peace. Yeah, maybe I live in a countryside, so in Hanoi, but it is quite peaceful, um, and in there the atmosphere is uh, much better than in the center of the city. Mm, yeah, the food is organic, and the people is more friendly than in the center of city.
Mm.
Yeah. Uh, what do you like most in the internet?
Mm. The internet that has so many things to discover. Um, I can watch YouTube videos and so many hours. Uh, I learned so many interesting things in on YouTube, and I can interact with my friends in Facebook. Anything else? What is your favorite tourist I, um, attraction in your hometown?
Yeah, my hometowns. We have a lot of destinations that are really famous. Like, do you know Tây Phương Pagoda is one of the most ancient pagoda in Vietnam,
Mm.
and yeah, we in there we have a lot of maybe sculpture made from wood, and yeah, so I think it is quite famous, not only in my hometown but also in the Vietnam.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what do you enjoy most about studying English?
Mm. Uh, when when I'm studying English, I can watch English movies. That's so interesting. That is I enjoy the most. Uh, what is your favorite website?
Website. Yeah, it is a difficult question. Maybe my most favorite website is I cannot remember the name of the website, but it is the website that give me a lot of knowledge about my majors. Yeah, I learned a lot from it. Whenever I have difficulties about my subjects, I can search on this website, and they give me a lot of useful knowledge, information. Yeah. So, what do you enjoy most about being young?
Being young, I think when we were young, we can go so many places, uh, discovers so many interesting things. Uh, that when I got older, I think we when we got older, I think we my and when we got older, we don't have enough time and enough healthy to go. Is studying abroad popular in your country?
Yeah, I think studying abroad is a hot trend in Vietnam. Yeah, because a lot of students after they graduate from high school, they uh, they weren't yeah they weren't they will take their university entrance exam, and they they learn foreign language to go abroad immediately after they graduated from high school. Yeah, so I think it is uh, it is becoming very popular in Vietnam. Is eating out popular in your hometown?
No, my hometown is a country area. Uh, people there, um, people there are so poor, and they prefer eating. They prefer to eat at the home.
Yeah.
Is online shopping popular in your country?
Yeah, maybe a few decades ago, I think internet is not popular in my country, but now with the increasing of internet, yeah, the online shopping is becoming much more popular compared to the past. Is drinking coffee popular in your country?
Absolutely yes. Uh, people people drink coffee when they want to meet their friends, or they meet people for works and so many things else. Uh, is it popular for people to wear glasses in your country?
Yeah, it is a reality that more and more students have optical problems. So yeah, not only and beside that, there of course the elder generation, they have to wear glasses. But yeah, I think the number of people who wear glasses is increasing rapidly. Mm. Is it popular in your country to use public transport?
In my country, public transport is just popular in a big city. Um, in a big city, almost people use public transport, but in a country area, um, they use uh, they they use their own vehicle.
Yeah.
Is it popular in your country for people to have their own businesses?
Okay, maybe my country, we are not a developed country, so almost people, we are we're workers. So yeah, we often find a career in a foreign company, such as instead of yeah, have our own business.
Mhm.
Yeah. Are iPhone popular in your country?
I can say yes. Mm, People in my country uh, love iPhones, love iPhone products, and they use iPhone so much. Why do some people enjoy reading?
Yeah, I think reading is one of the most important activities that everyone have to make it as our habits, because when we're reading a book, yeah, when we read a book, we requires knowledge, and some book they have such as a half self book. They have to have a way to live more meaningful, and yeah. So what do some people enjoy gardening?
Um, People enjoy gardening. I think when they are gardening, they can be relaxed because uh, they get close with nature. They can mm, relieve their stress, and that's it. Why do some people like individual sports?
Individual sports. Yeah, individual sports. I think some people they are not good at teammates sports. So such as football, some people they cannot. Maybe they don't know how to pass the ball to their teammates. So I think if they are good at individual sports, I think it is reasonable that they like individual sports. Do young people in your country enjoy spending time on social media?
They really enjoy spending time on social media. They can spend hours on Facebook, and they have so much things to do in it. Why do some people like traveling?
Traveling, I think a lot of people they like traveling because traveling is the best way for you to relax, yeah, to discover a lot of new things in many destinations, uh, and with traveling you can get a lot of informations about many exotic places. Mm. So why do people like singing karaoke?
um, when I think people like singing karaoke because when they sing karaoke, they can relax with their friends, um, and um, uh, some of them like sing, and they choose singing karaoke. Why do some people enjoy visiting museum?
Yeah, I think museum is the best place for people who want to discover a lot of informations about the history. Uh, in museum, we have a lot of objects that ancient objects that contain a lot of informations about events in history of a country. So